What it do, man? It's your boy Josh. We back up in this thing with another one. We woke up this morning. It's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it. Guys, I want to talk to y'all about something real, bro. And that is struggling with lust. Living with lust. Something every young man in today's day and age can relate to. The accessibility that we have to committing lustful actions is at an all-time high. The lustful or the porn industry, the X-rated video industry is the biggest it's ever been. And it's one of the biggest markets in the world today, if not the biggest. I haven't done my research on it, but I know they are killing the game right now because they are taking advantage of the lack of discipline our generation of men are exercising today. They have found a way to make it as easy as possible for us to commit those things that we know we shouldn't be doing. Making us become literal sex addicts. Because the dopamine that we get from it, the sense of gratification we get from it, the fact that we can get it at any time, at any place, like we carry the accessibility in our pockets every day on our phone. Instant happiness, instant dopamine right there on the spot. Probability of us defeating lust today is at an all-time low. The odds are set against us at an all-time high. And so I'm making this video to help every young man be able to get their lives together, because I know that I've struggled with this and I will continue to, battle lust to the day that I die, because this is just in our DNA. We desire sexual intimacy. It's a part of our genetic makeup. It will never go away. It will always be a part of our life. And so if this is something that we have to live with for the rest of our days, we must have the ability to have control over it. Because if we don't have control over it, it will then have control over us. And if it has control over us, it will deeply, deeply affect our lives across the board. And so I don't want to, just tell you guys that, oh, it's bad and you should just stop doing it. But I'm going to give you guys ways as to why it's happening and what you can do to overcome it, because we're all trying to be the best version of ourselves. And myself, be thinking of the best version of myself, that Josh Holt, he doesn't struggle with this. He is able to exercise discipline in every facet of his life. And so that's why I made this channel, to help young men become the best versions of ourselves so that we can live the best quality life that we possibly can live. Being right spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, in every facet of our life. And this right here, lust, has the ability to prevent us from reaching our true potential of us reaching and becoming the best version of ourselves. And so the first thing that I want you guys to do, I have 3 points. And the first point that I'm bringing up, man, that you guys have to do is that you guys have to admit that this is not a battle that you can fight on your own. I need you to do something different. I need you to acknowledge that you need help from because this battle right here is strong. Like I said, the odds of you winning is at an all-time low. Compare it, my dad is not, my dad and my grandfather did not have, it's two different playing fields, bro. They had to the accessibility for them, it was not there. The accessibility for us is like crazy. The porn industry is going, the sex industry is going nuts right now because they're taking advantage of our lack of discipline. The ease of access is so great right now. So we need to stop thinking that we've tried to battle this. We've tried to come up with ways of not having so many lustful thoughts, and we just need to go ahead and put it on the altar, bro. See, the Most High, he understands how you are feeling. He has dominion over all of us, and I promise you, he gave you this feeling and he knows your struggles. You need to seek him out, asking him for advice. Effective prayer. The one who seeks is the one who finds. The one who seeks is the one who finds. And if you are truly seeking a way to defeat this, you will get to the promised land. You will get to the end result. And the one who seeks is the one who finds. What I mean by that is the one who seeks God, the one who asks for his help, the one who asks for assistance, like a parent to his child, is going to give them what they ask for. Knowing what your child is going through, you are going to give them the solution, and you are going to give them the opportunity for them to defeat this. You are going to put them in the best case scenario. That's all he's waiting for, is for you to admit that you can't do this on your own, and that you need him, and that you depend on him. You can't do this on your own, because when you try to do this on your own, you start and you stop, you start and you stop, you start and then you give excuses to yourself. You start and then you relapse. You start and then you can't. It's too much, and it becomes too powerful, and you don't have a way out, and so you give in and you concede. I want you to end this, and end this for good. And the first thing you have to admit is that you can't end this on your own. Why would you go up against something so powerful when you have the most powerful thing ever on your side? Knowing that you struggle with this, and knowing that, hey, I don't want you to continue to struggle with this, but he can't help you if you don't ask for help. So I need you to set 10 minutes a day. Start your day off to meditate, to have a conversation with God, saying, God, I'm feeling like this. There's nothing wrong. Don't be ashamed, because he gave you this feeling for a reason. There is a reason why we have this feeling, where we think like this, and we want to act on that, because there is nothing wrong with sex, bro. There's no, God created sex, so you don't have to be ashamed to go and talk to him about it. God, I keep fornicating and I want to stop. God, I keep watching these videos and I want to stop. I keep giving in, but I don't know how to stop giving in, God. What can I do? And then that's when God is going to come in and show you his power, bro. That's when God is going to show you your purpose, which leads into my second point, is that an idle mind is a devil of the workshop. And so what I mean to say, I'm saying that to say, you guys, we have got to fill our day up and be productive. We cannot continue to sit idly by, because that is how the devil can get into us. That's how those lustful thoughts come, is because we're not preoccupied with a lot of things. We're not working towards anything. And since we're not working towards anything, there's nothing taking our time and energy away. We're willing to give our time and our energy towards something else, something that's not good. Guys, the dopamine that you get from, sex and porn, that same dopamine comes from putting in a work and seeing results and acknowledging that you are getting better. There are seasons and there are phases in life where my videos, like, I am locked in, bro. I am locked in. And when I focus on how do I become the best version of myself, how can I become a better YouTuber? How can I become a better speaker? How can I do this? When I am currently seeking that out, the less likely it is for me to seek out my lust. When I say, hey, I'm going to set some time aside and I'm going to try to figure out how to become a better speaker, or I'm going to try to figure out to find ways where I can do better. And I start grinding and I start putting things together and I start thinking. My mind is preoccupied, and I love to think about that stuff for a long time, because almost to the point of exhaustion. Because once I do that, I feel like I have gotten productivity out of the day. I maximize the day. And I do that to exhaustion, to the point where I don't have any energy left to give it to anything else. That way, whenever I'm tired and I go to bed, I go to bed. Because a lot of our lustful thoughts, we have a lustful routine usually around the time where we go to bed or right when we wake up. And we have a lot of energy in our bed when we're going to bed, when it's time for us to lay down for the night. You have so much energy because you didn't give it to anything. You didn't give it to your purpose. You need to give your energy you need to give your energy to something, because that's all it is. You are a testosterone-filled man. That hormone is giving you assertiveness. That hormone is giving you drive, and you got to get it off of you. Sometimes, when you realize that you are holding on to your life source, you're holding on to your seed, you will become more energetic. You'll become more just antsy, and you have more energy. But if you don't find a way to, get that energy out, it's kind of like a kid. If a kid got too much energy, he needs to go outside and play and get all of that out of him. Same thing for you. You got all this energy. You need to apply it to something. You need to be going to the gym. You need to be putting thought into where you want to be in life. And then not only thought, but then following it up with action. Because the thought and the action is what's going to amount into energy expenditure. You are giving your energy to the wrong things, my friend. I'm here telling you to give your energy towards your purpose, towards becoming the best version of yourself. I don't want you giving your energy towards women in the physical sense. If you're not married, I want you this is the time right now as a young man, before you meet your wife, before you settle down, this is your time where you put your time and your energy towards your purpose. It's becoming the best version of yourself. Into finding yourself. Into making your life what you want it to become. So from sun up to sundown, this is a crucial time where we need to be working, bro. Because the second that we become idle, that is the time for the devil to strike. The devil can't strike us if we move in too much. If we moving and we stepping into what God called us to do. If we moving and we focused on God and we focused on bettering our lives, the devil's gonna be like, hey, pay attention to me. He's gonna be going crazy, doing everything he can to get you to stop, to slow down, to get your attention, to take your mind off the ball. But don't do it. Keep going, keep grinding. So the second that you start thinking those lustful thoughts, be like, okay, I gotta be doing something. I gotta focus. I gotta lock in. What can I be doing right now? What can I be doing right now to take my mind off of this? I just realized I got some energy. What can I use this energy on instead of using it on this? And then the last point is that you have to associate the negative consequence of your decision whenever you decide to give into your lustful thoughts. When you give into your lust, You have to understand. You have to put if you watch my last video, I did not pay much attention to the consequences of acting on my lust, and then it led into a bigger problem, a big problem. If you haven't seen my last video, you should watch the video I did before this about how God instilled immediate fear in me, how God exposed me to the consequences by not paying attention to the symbols and signs, because the Holy Spirit came within me saying, hey bro, you need to stop fornicating. Hey bro, you should stop doing this. Hey bro, you need to stop. Son, you know, I'm telling you, you need to stop. And the more shame and the more guilt I felt, I was like, dang bro, I really should stop, but I don't want to. I don't want to stop giving into my lust. And look where that led me. I don't want that to be you. I want you to learn from my experience. Because if it hasn't happened to you, but you keep doing the things where it can happen to you, it's not that it won't happen to you. It just hasn't happened to you yet. You have to remind yourself of the second and third orders of effect of all of your decisions. That's why, guys, when we make bad decisions, we don't really focus on the consequences of that decision. We don't really analyze and really reflect on the risk of what we're doing. And you think that you are invulnerable to that risk, that it doesn't apply to you because that risk has not happened to you yet. But it just hasn't happened to you yet. If you keep doing X, if you keep doing it over and over, it's eventually going to become something greater. So man, just to recap the video, first thing, my first point that I mentioned, make sure we are not trying to fight this battle on our own. We've tried to fight this battle on our own, and look how has that worked? How successful has it been for us? He made you the way that you are today. He gave you that feeling to love sex. That feeling of having sexual drive, like there's nothing wrong with it. You were given that for a reason. It's a part of your DNA, part of your genetic makeup. But you have to ask God to help you have control over it instead of it having control over you. This is a tough battle. We don't need to try to make this as hard as it is. It's already hard on us. We need to find avenues and ways to make it as easy as possible on us. And that is effective prayer, seeking him out, seeking his advice is the one who finds. The one who seeks is the one who finds. But if you don't seek, you won't find. You will continue to stay in this circle. Second thing is, you cannot stand idle. Ask God to help you defeat these thoughts. Ask him for you to step into your purpose. Because if you are able to put your time and your energy into yourself by doing productive things that have positive outcomes, bro, you can become a cold dude, bro. Can you imagine the amount of times you gave into your lustful thoughts if you had did something else, something that you know you should have been doing? Let's say every single time you gave into your lustful thoughts, let's say you did 100 push-ups. Imagine you did 100 push-ups every time you acted on your lustful thoughts. Think about how much stronger you'd be. And I'm just using that as an example. But think about all the positive things that would come into your life if you just give your time and your energy towards something that's going to give back to you. You've given your time and your energy towards something that is draining you. Because after you finish doing what you do, that's exactly what it feels like. You feel drained. You feel ashamed. You feel guilty. You feel with you have lower self-esteem. You have more negative thoughts. It just drains the living life out of you, because we're not supposed to be doing that. Not in that manner. Third thing, don't ignore the outcome. Don't give excuses to it. Don't give excuses to it. Don't try to say that those negative consequences aren't going to happen to you. Oh, I won't get ED. Oh, I won't get a girl pregnant. Oh, this happened to them, but it won't happen to me. Oh, I know more. I know better. Oh, I don't need to. Trust me, bro. It'll come and bite you in the butt. The more that you tolerate it, the more that you continue to lower the standard, it's going to have its consequences. Are you ready for that? And if you aren't ready for that, then that more reason for you need to change right now, today. Don't wait until next week on Monday. Don't wait. Exercise today, right now. And so I hope you guys have heard some things that you can apply to your life. I know that these things have worked in my life tremendously. I feel better. I feel stronger. I feel wiser when I did those 3 things. When I keep those 3 things in the forefront of my mind. When I am intentionally, deliberately trying to defeat this and run away from it. Actually, not even defeat it. I'm trying to run away from lust, because I don't want to go head to head with it, because it's too strong of a battle. I want God to help block it away from me, and I want to run from it. I don't want to take it on. I'm not strong enough to take it on. I've tried to take it on. I've tried to battle it. Nope. I want to run away from it. These are the things I did to run away from it. Instead of, I'm running towards God. I'm running towards my purpose. And that's what I recommend you start doing. And so that's all I got for y'all boys. Before y'all go, man, please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'm hollering at y'all boys.